Hey, this is Nevin with Disc-It, bringing to you season 8 of On the Disc-It Cooking Show. And today we're going to do a really kick-butt type of French toast recipe, so don't you dare go away. Welcome back. So here this morning, we're going to go ahead and make you an awesome French toast recipe. We're using a new product called Sweet and Saucy out of Colorado, and we're going to make some really good French toast, and we're using the flat skillet on the Disc-It. So of course, just like normal, to start up, just push the knob in, rotate to the left, and click, you got ignition. Now, one other way to start breakfast is with a bunch of bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and take some bacon, get that set up on the Disc-It, if I can get it off this table here. But here we got some bacon. Gonna set that up on the flat skillet. We're gonna cook that probably till it's just about done, and then we're gonna start adding all the French toast and stuff. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the new Hold It Disc-It accessory. This optional deal just actually clamps right onto your top plate. So there's a little bracket on the bottom. All you gotta do is bolt that into the top plate. When you're not using the holder, so it can hinge out of the place in case you want to put your cover over it or something. When you do need it, simply pull up and lock it into the top plate, and you're good to go. Place to hold your beverage, hold your lid, hold your utensils, all that kind of good stuff. So you can see that in the accessories section of a website. Add the Hold It to your Disc-It today. So now I'm getting back to this bacon here. Everybody loves bacon. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this cooking. I should probably turn that down a little bit. You know how much heat that burner puts out on the Disc-It. Let's spread out the bacon a little bit. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start my French toast. So I'm just going to add some eggs. About 6 eggs over here. I'll add a little bit of milk. Get that mixed up. We're going to be using some of the thick Texas type toast today for our French toast. Oh, making a mess with that. And of course, we're going to top it off with some of that Sweet and Saucy salted caramel product out of Colorado. And we're going to also add some strawberries to that, so it's going to be pretty good. While I'm getting this ready, I'm going to go ahead and feature this week's featured business. So this week's featured business is Sweet and Saucy, and these guys are out of Colorado. We met them at the Fire Food Show a few years ago. I also saw them at the Southwest Chocolate and Coffee Festival. These guys do events all over the place. They make some amazing sweet and saucy sauces you can add to pretty much anything. So go ahead and look for them. They're at sweetandsaucy.net. Try them out. So you got a chance to visit this week's featured business. We're back to cooking on the Disc-It. We got our flat skillet cooking up some amazing bacon. I've got my eggs and my milk mixture set up for my French toast. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to go ahead and move this bacon off to the side because it's just about done. Maybe a few more minutes, but it'll give us just enough time for the French toast. Here I'm going to go ahead and wipe everything around just to make sure I got all that bacon grease out of the way. And I'll probably actually go ahead and pull some of that out of there because we don't want to have a whole lot of bacon grease in our French toast. So, just using some paper towels. Now be careful not to get burned when you do something like this because you don't want to, that grease gets hot. So I'm just going to push some of that out of the way. I still have a nice surface here. My Disc-It towel. And of course, just going to use this thick Texas toast. Get this set up on the flat skillet. Now with a flat skillet, one of the benefits of having that versus just the regular disc is you can put a lot more French toast or pancakes or the grilled cheese sandwiches or something like that all at once. So here we're going to set up about 6. And get us some French toast going. That's only going to take a couple minutes to cook. What I want to do is I like to warm up my syrup a little bit. So I'm going to cheat. I actually just took probably should use a metal bowl, but I'm going to put it right here on the outside of the flat skillet here. And now, while I'm getting this stuff ready to flip, we're going to go ahead and feature this week's Spotlight Disc-It. This week's Spotlight Disc-It is the baseball Disc-It. Now it's baseball season. Here we're featuring the baseball guy swinging his bat, hitting that grand slam. Now you can obviously take a look at the baseball Disc-It by going to our pattern section website, or you can choose from several hundred other different Disc-It designs. We can't wait to make you one. Now you got a chance to see this week's Spotlight Disc-It. We're back at the breakfast action. Check what we've got on the flat skillet. We've got our bacon. I've got a little bit of maple syrup warming up to the side. I got my French toast here. In fact, those are about ready to flip here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grill some strawberries really lightly. I'm going to warm up some Sweet and Saucy. In fact, I had to do that right away. Same kind of thing here. I'm taking this Sweet and Saucy. Now I want it spreadable easily on my French toast, so I'm just going to take a metal dish here, take some of this awesome Sweet and Saucy salted caramel. Yeah. Get this mixed up here in this metal bowl, and I'm going to put this also on the flat skillet. That way it can start to warm up. Now this time of the year, it's also time for sports starting up. We got two-a-days starting for football. I know they got volleyball camps going. A lot of stuff going on here for the summer. Getting ready for next high school season here. Look at those French toast. Got this going on. You know what we need to do too? We're going to have to throw a couple over easy eggs on this thing, I think. Make sure this thing is totally complete. I got this thing a little low, so I turned it up just a bit. This is looking really, really nice. Oops. So you got your French toast, you got your bacon, you got your maple syrup warming up. I got my Sweet and Saucy here. So while this is starting to finally finish up, we'll go ahead and get into the Ask Nevin Anything section of this episode. So the question of the week this week for the Ask Nevin Anything section of this episode is, who is your favorite team? Well, we're talking baseball earlier. I got to go with the LA Dodgers. Go Dodgers. Keep sending them questions. I don't care how simple they are, whether they're about teams, whether they're about me, whether they're about the Disc-It. Keep them coming. We love having you as part of our cooking show. So now we got a chance for you to get the answer to this week's Ask Nevin Anything section. Back in here, I got French toast, I got my bacon, I got my Sweet and Saucy, I got the maple syrup up to the side. I love over easy eggs, so I'm going to have to add some of that too. So because of the size of the flat skillet, we got plenty of things we can put on here. I'm going to go ahead and get me a couple over easy eggs set up right here in the center. Be ready to rock and roll. Now with over easy eggs, if you try to put an over easy egg in a super hot skillet, it's too easy to go ahead and break that yolk, so I turn it down just a bit. Now it's going to hold a lot of the heat anyway, but look at that. I'll move this off to the side just a little bit. Oops. Got two of them bad boys on there. Now if you don't have a flat skillet yet, it's definitely an accessory you can order from the website. You can also order with your names cut in the handle. So this one here just says Disc-It, but if you want your first names cut in there or last names on there, you can just check that out by going to the accessory section of the website. So here, checking everything, I'm going to flip these one more time. All my French toast are just nice and golden brown. Then those eggs go. I'm going to use my spatula here just to put a little bit of the Sweet and Saucy that's been warming up right there in this bowl in the flat skillet. Oh, I forgot my strawberries. Shame on me. I'm going to grill some strawberries real quick. And then we're going to top it anyway. I don't know how I forgot the strawberries. Look at that. So now while those are warming, you don't want to definitely cook the strawberries too long because you don't want them real soggy or nothing. So I'm just taking a little bit of Sweet and Saucy. Set it right over my French toast. And this is the salted caramel. Again, Sweet and Saucy has all kinds of different flavors and products. And let me a couple strawberries here. Flip my egg. And I'm ready to serve it up. Look at that. All I need is a fork. Look at that breakfast. A couple pieces of bacon. Got my over easy eggs. Hey, I gotta get that bacon out of there. Maybe I'll eat more bacon. Check that out. Here we got breakfast on the Disc-It. Cooked with a flat skillet, bacon, French toast with strawberries and salted caramel. Add a little bit of the Probably don't need too much maple syrup because that sweet and saucy is so good. Over easy egg. And here we got there. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Disc-It. Cook that on your grill.